That's the first thing anybody heard is you guys screaming, "Hello, everybody!"
Hi.
Yeah, we're back for another wonderful episode of Star Wars D&D. We've got interesting things going on tonight, but where did we leave off? Because I can't. We were. Yes, no. You were in the lift. You were in the lift going up to the office of forget my thing or his thing. I have my name's notes somewhere, and I closed the tab that was on annoyingly. Here we go. Star Wars notes. Come on. I know you want to open.
You are the folder you're looking for. I am looking for.
There we go.
You are the logging to Star Wars 5e.
Right. It is not Pelion, is it?
Shall I check my notes? Hold on.
Yeah, see if you've got your notes, because I've got the list of names and I can't remember which one it was that you were seeing, whether it was Minnow or Pelion.
We are in Walpole.
Yes, that's the city name, well done.
You fought a man, shoot, bang, bang. Horror was that guy's name.
Horror Baralf, I believe I named him.
Yes. Poro Manau and Nesh Pelion are the two people we're after.
Yes, so it's those two are the politicians. It's which one we're seeing now, because I can't remember which one I said was away on business and which one was at here.
We are seeing Nedge.
Nedge Pelion. It is Pelion. So you are on your way up to see said governor, who appears to be, if not receptive to the Empire, taking bribes from them to hunt down and make trouble for rebel operatives. And luckily, you're being paid to do so.
That's my favorite part.
Yeah.
That's the part I like the most.
I believe your monetary compensation was something around 1800 before and 1800 after, wasn't it?
Yes.
Yes. Yeah.
Yes.
So you've already had 1800, and you get another 1800 after you've completed the task. So
we used some of that money to pay for the ship, didn't we?
I believe you put the deposit down before you got the extra influx.
Yes.
And if I did my math correct, he's doing Italian hand signs. What's going on?
Sorry, I've tried to log into this account 4 different times. It's gone, your character sheet isn't there. Just logged in again. Character sheet's turned up.
Hell yeah. At least it's there now.
I'm going to download it so I have a copy.
Yes. Yeah, if I did my math correctly, the extra money should be about enough, if not a little bit more, than you need to buy the ship outright. But yeah, so you are all huddled into Turbo Lift. It's a bit of a tight squeeze, considering obviously RV's a bit bulky. Right, it's kind of like.
Kick him out to the stairs.
I don't remember. No, that was like in the previous building.
But I could see it going either way.
I think we did say to RV, take the stairs.
Up the stairs. You're too heavy.
Okay, yeah, maximum occupancy has been reached.
You just heard the lift going, wait, lift, too heavy. Please remove the weight.
Yeah.
I'll see you, buddy.
One of us is going to have...
I'm a tiny rabbit.
Right. RV, I'm pretty sure weighs something in the region of like 400 pounds, so...
That's about right.
you just see like the lift going significantly down.
Yeah, it's like the springs at the bottom, and then he goes down, and the lips between the elevator and the like shroud where the elevator hatch is It just mismatches by like that much as he goes as he gets in. But yes, so RV having to take the stairs. Obviously, you know which floor it is. I believe one of you must have written that down.
Hold on. We are going to room 204, floor 17.
There we are.
Matt looks at his hand.
Yeah, he wrote it down on his hand. But yeah, so after RV gets out and takes the stairs, the elevator doors close, and the turbo lift starts taking you up to your desired floor. Takes like 30 seconds to get there. It's a pretty fast lift. And once the doors open on the other side, you're met with it's like a maze of hallways. They're not shabby or anything. They look nicely maintained. They're clean. There's a couple of like side stand tables with like sculptures and things on them. But the first thing you do see is right opposite. There is a door number on the door opposite you that says 197.
Wait, has Harvey got upstairs yet?
RV has not gotten upstairs yet. 17 floors by foot. He might be a moment.
Excuse me, coming through.
You just hear the footsteps going, get louder and louder.
Ding, ding,
Yeah.
ding, ding.
It's metal stairs, so it's just a kung, kung,
Yeah.
kung, kung, kung.
Yeah.
Okay.
Are you running up the stairs or are you still walking?
Are you going at full pelt?
I mean,
Maybe not
you're a
full
robot,
pound,
so you
but-
shouldn't be exhausted that much.
Exactly.
You're a robot. You don't have lungs. You're fine.
So they're just running up the stairs. So we just hear the.
No, but he does like take wear and tear.
Yeah, I know he does.
It depends on how recently his servos were maintained. When was the last time he had an oil bath?
Can I roll a history?
Yeah, roll law.
When did I last have this?
Not recently.
Yeah, when did he last go in for maintenance?
Recently, not recently enough for me to remember. Well, that'll be law, right?
Yeah.
Law. Okay, it's +2.
Lots of laser and damage fixing.
18.
It's been it's overdue.
Oops. He might be
Uh,
slightly overdue.
he
for law
needs to go
change.
into like his 100k service around about now.
He might be.
You please turn the engine light sensor back on.
No, you just see all the lights of like a check engine check, like
Check tire pressure.
Everything is just going off beeping.
Yeah.
You'll be fine.
But yeah. So after like another 3 minutes, a door to the side of the elevator bank slides upwards, and out walks RV.
George walk.
Did we end up finding them yet? Or are you
No,
guys waiting for me?
we're waiting for you. Yeah.
Understandable.
You know, we need the big intimidating robot just in case. 197 is directly in front of us.
It's
yes?
directly opposite you, yes.
Okay. Right. What's the plan, gang? Do we want to Scooby-Doo this crap and run around and find the room? or do you just want to hope for the best and it's in that direction?
Right. Do we want to disable any cameras or just want to get in, get out?
I mean, shit. We're here under false pretenses from the other guy. Where is he?
Where's the other guy?
Yeah, where's the other Cushionbun? Because that's how we got in. Because he lied about who he was.
Well, he's next to you, but he's not piping up. He's not speaking all that much.
Okay. Right. Okay. Onward.
Yeah. Let's find
If
that let's find that door and then
If it all
we'll play it
goes-
out from there.
If it all goes south, that's when we do our best.
The one that finds the door gets to choose what we do.
Okay.
All right.
You know what? I like those odds.
Roll me a quick perception check. Those with eyes.
That's fine.
That's
everyone.
me.
I have eyes.
Roll them.
Okay.
15.
Maybe you don't have eyes.
Oh dear.
It might be.
That's-
It might be fair to assume that based on this roll, you might not have eyes.
11.
11 is okay.
Not too terrible.
There are two more doors, one to the left of the door that you are directly opposite, and one to the right. That's maybe they're like 20 feet apart from the central door. And a quick look at one of them. The one on the left is 195, and the one on the right is 193.
I can deduce it's neither of those doors. What were we looking for? 204.
204.
Okay. Do I see that the corridors?
Yeah, so the corridors there, so the elevator bank that you're on cuts off about 30 feet away from you on either side. And there are two offshooting corridors that look like they would go behind. And then on the sort of 10 feet away from the doors of 193 and 195 are another two corridors that split off the opposite way.
196, 197, 198. Yep, dip, do. Someone's got the flu.
I was gonna say, just do eeny, meeny, miny, moe.
Chicken box.
I can't do that. He'll be sued for copyright.
Yeah.
Bing the bungus. Find the dungus. That way.
No, don't find the dongus.
Oh
I
dear.
take the left.
You take the left. Yes. So going leftwards, you get to basically at the intersection of the corridors, where it goes like that, and you see that numbered down the perpendicular corridor to you are all of the numbers start with 20.
Guys,
Yeah.
I wave frantically. 20. It's like.
RV will start lumbering over.
I found it by a miracle of ip dip do.
Never lets us. Never fails us.
Never lets us down. Here he is. Oh, he's here.
There he is. Hey. Good. Ip dip do is how he comes in.
So far.
Don't worry, we haven't blown anything up yet.
Yeah.
Yet.
Yeah.
Big
We
yet.
have it on the docket.
It's on our to-do list.
To-do list, blow stuff up. It's like Plan Z.
No. It's plan A. We know it's plan A.
Yeah.
This is assuming all the plans.
Hello.
Say explode.
Plan A, blow up. Plan B, blow up. Plan C, do the plan. Plan D, blow
Refer
up.
to plan A.
Refer to plan A.
But yes, so yeah, all of the numbers on the doors here seem to start with the numbers 2 and 0.
Okay, guys, I found 20 doors. We might want to go this way so we can find our person of interest.
Sure.
Works for me.
I will hydrate. Thank you very much, Nomi. Also, super. Thank you for the subscription for 3 months now. Hell yeah.
Yep. And that's all my money gone for now.
Nice.
Excellent. It's all gone to you. Congratulations, Astro.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Right. So, yeah. Which way do you decide to go? So one of them on the door that's closest to your left down this hallway seems to be 209.
Mm-hmm.
And the one that's on your right seems to be 207.
Who numbered these doors? Is it like? Can I look down and see if it's all just odd numbers?
It appears that the side that you're facing at the moment, you haven't checked the other side of the hallway to see their numbers yet, but those seem to be all odd numbers.
I turn around to look if they're even numbers on the other side.
They are. The
Yeah.
one, the door directly opposite 207 is 208.
Ah. By
Fuck, who
deduction.
would have thought?
By excellent deduction, I have deduced.
Puts his like deerstalker hat on.
I have deduced the numbers
Yeah, that's fine.
correlate.
Numbers
to...
number.
You just have like a rabbit going, smart. Right. Okay. I go up the other side where 208 is and see if I can find 204 on that side.
Yep. Sort of 30 feet down the hallway. There is another door labeled 206. 205 being its opposite number. And then another 50 feet down is 204.
Let's go to 204.
You found it. What's the plan?
That's where I'm referring to, Bashi.
No. You found the door. It's your plan now.
I have to. Oh God! I've never
This was your own rules.
Honestly,
After frig, no.
do you know what? I've never got this far. Why do you think he's so overdue for an oil change?
That's fair. Right. So, what do you guys want to do here?
Knock on the door, pretend you're a delivery person.
What? All 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All 5 of you.
All 5.
I want to scout the area, making
That's a
sure we're not
great
being
idea.
too.
That's a good idea.
I will probably join
Basically,
Among Us on that.
Okay, both of you, please roll perception checks.
So you go
Okay.
one way, I go the other.
Yeah, that works.
Yeah.
Hello. Can you still hear me?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Hello.
I probably sound significantly worse.
Yeah, Libid.
It happened.
Using your headphone mic.
I am, yes. Building furniture.
Ah,
Ah.
the old IKEA.
Nice.
Perception, did you say?
Perception. It's Nomi's first dice roll of the night. Do we get a natural 20? No?
No.
No.
I'm going to get Alex to touch all your dice.
What?
Make sure you never roll another natural 20 again.
I
do
have
need
rolled
to.
nat 20s.
Right, what did you roll? I can't see. I'm not. Just say it.
It looks like you're holding them.
4.
4.
Out of far.
4.
The curse is back.
I mean, yeah,
And
it seems.
I don't get a
Well-
plus. I don't get a plus or anything. I don't get a bonus or to
No.
that roll.
It's it seems pretty hallway-like. There's some doors.
Meanwhile, we with my
It's a nice
16.
hallway.
16. You do notice that. So, which way did you go from the door facing 204? Which way did you go, left or right?
Went the opposite of Among
You went
Us.
right.
So I went right, and you
So
went
you're
left.
sort of tracking back the way you came,
Yeah.
and Nomi's going further down the hallway towards the end. Yeah, you've sort of looked through on the corner of that sort of hallway intersection. There is a camera unit on the ceiling, but other than that, you don't really see many people. It seems to be just mostly quiet.
Can I try and disable it, or is it just
I mean, it's not looking at you right now.
okay? Well, if it does look at me, I'm shutting it down.
But yeah, other than that, there's not really much of note.
So you've deduced it's a corridor.
That's what Nomi's found, yes.
Yeah.
It's a very pretty corridor.
Actually,
It's-
very average.
It's a nice color of beige.
Have you not seen a corridor before, Una?
It's kind of like
It's
white.
a nice beige.
It's like white flooring, and then sort of like a dark slate grey wall.
Right.
I am colorblind.
Don't
It's
start on my
it
fair.
was a beige.
S4. Anything else
Hello.
interesting? Anything interesting other than corridor and beige?
Well, there's a camera, but it's not looking at us.
My
Oh,
favorite kind.
right.
Is it one of the? Is it one of the cameras that just stay in one direction, or is it ones that just
Rotating.
turn each time?
It's on like a stalk, so you can imagine it would probably rotate.
Okay.
Okay.
Right. I can see if I can I see if I can try and deactivate that? Control panel or a room nearby. Maybe I won't short power the entire building again.
The building blacks out.
You
You jeopardize the mission.
Make an investigation check, please.
Let's power down the building again, gang. Investigation. Ah, good. I'm joining the ranks of Una. That's a 6.
Um,
None of us.
Other than obviously the stalk that goes into the ceiling, you don't really see anything that would lead you to find where its power source is coming from or where a control room could be found to deactivate it.
Okay.
I mean, odds are it's already seen us, but you think
I mean,
you could make
most
it,
likely.
just keep it from turning?
I mean, I could just cut the wire, but that's boring.
You don't actually see a wire, it's just sort of on like a pole that's coming down.
Dang it, it's in the back. Okay. Boo!
Hang about. I swear we were here legally. Like I swindled
We
these
are
people.
here legally.
Why are we doing skullduggery?
It's not us getting in legally that's the part. It's us getting
getting
out
out.
after our illegal activity that's the issue.
We need a we need a
Bashi
not
does, however,
continuing-
make a very good point. You're here legally.
We are here
legally.
legally. We lied, but
They think you're here legally.
Yeah, as far as they're aware, it's completely legal.
yeah. However, getting out will not be as legal if we're up to no good.
But as long as they don't see us, actually
Bitching.
actively bashing down the door and stuff like that, we might be able to salvage it. So
Yeah, I mean, you're here for an appointment.
Okay, shall we knock
That's
the
how
door?
Bashi worked it.
Should we just knock the door and
Yeah,
like,
have you tried knocking?
Sup? Sorry, we all decided to have a 10-minute conversation before entering.
do we have an appointment with this guy?
Yes.
Yes.
Perfect.
Bashi impersonated his most sort of like his upcoming appointment to get up here, and so yeah, now he thinks that Bashi is the person he's meeting.
So that gets us in without any trouble and without force, but there's going to end up being a corpse at the end of this, right?
Are you
Most likely
planning to
knowing
corpse
us.
him?
I thought we were going to be killing this guy.
The mission brief was to convince him of the error of his ways.
Oh, that's not murder.
Convince
Yes,
him.
but knowing us,
the
it
error
probably
of
will
his
end in
way.
murder, because that's apparently what we're good at.
Hey, do you remember, Una? Do you remember that torture method we did on the other guy?
That was completely your lot's idea that you just spontaneously did, because I had nothing to do with that.
Yeah, we're doing
Maybe I
that.
chaos gremlin, but I'm not that bad. I'm
No,
chaos
but-
gremlin in
no.
the sense of causing distraction, not that.
No, okay, we're not talking about your distraction plan, the grand old plan
I'm
it
just
was.
saying I am chaotic, but I'm not the murder hobo kind of chaotic yet.
Yet.
Emphasis
Just
on
hang out
yet.
for us long enough, you'll be there.
Yeah,
Yeah, you'll be.
That's
you'll
why I
be-
say yet.
You'll join. You'll join eventually.
you'll come round.
Right, we're knocking the door.
Knock on the door, you rap on the door a couple of times, and it slides open into a small, sort of almost waiting area. And to your left, this guy, by the way, this follows the trend of like sort of white flooring with the grey ceilings, but there's sort of more like red curtainings effect, especially one behind the desk where there seems to be a secretary on the left. And then on the right, there seems to be a couple of seats where you could wait to be seen, basically.
Want me to wait out here? Just in
Yeah.
case. Is this like a big office? Is this the kind of thing that like they'll be going through like multiple rooms and corridors, or is it kind of like self-contained in this kind of area?
You can't really tell right now. This just seems to be sort of like a small waiting area with a door on the other side of it.
Okay. In that case, I mean, I guess if the next room ahead of us is a waiting room anyway, I might as well wait in there.
We'll wait.
and yeah, the secretary looks up from her desk and sort of clocks you. Is like, do you have an appointment?
Bashi. That's your department.
Yes, we do.
Name, please.
Thinks back to the name of Imperial Man.
No.
I don't remember if you replaced the name.
Oh, we did. I
did.
replaced it with the name
I'm
of the
going
funny
back to my
Imperial
notes.
Man that we
Ah,
used.
yes, the funny Imperial man, Typha, I believe.
That's it.
Yes, Typha.
Ah, yes, one moment. He is expecting you. And she sort of picks up a comm link and so, so they're ready to see you now. About sort of 5 seconds later, the doors to in front of you slide open, and she ushers you inside. And yeah, this area is much, much larger. One moment, let me get my proper description of this up because I do have an idea. Yeah, sort of white flooring. There's a large sort of circular green rug on which a desk sits on top of with the chair behind. And this is where you see the guy himself, Pelion. On the left of his desk at the wall, there seems to be a couple of items on top of stands you don't really recognize, but you know, well, one of them looks like sort of a dagger, the other is a crystal, and the other looks more like a staff, but you can't tell exactly what they're for. In the middle of the room, basically opposite you on the wall, is another set of doors that you can see leads to a balcony. And then on the right as you go in, there is a large red rug with 4 chairs and a table in the center.
Oh, there's only 4 chairs. Oh.
Yes.
RV.
That's fine. Yeah, honestly, I think RV just might be staying out in like the waiting room.
He can't fit
If they do let him in, he's cool with waiting outside of the where you guys are going to be doing your business.
Cool.
Yeah, you see Pelion at his desk, and he looks up towards you and asks, so which one of you is Typha?
I point to the cushion bun in the cloak.
So, what can I do for you?
Just like wriggling on the chair, like it's slightly uncomfortable. Go on. Go on, Bashi. Bashi.
You have to give him a moment. He is putting furniture together.
That's true.
What?
This is your part where you convince Pelion of.
So he's Pelion has asked which one of you is Typha.
Yeah.
He's gotten that answer. He's asked what can he do for you?
Someone else. I'm a little preoccupied.
Got his head inside a cabinet.
At this time.
Trying to change his mind again.
Yeah, so you're trying to make him see the error of his ways, taking imperial bribes to hunt down and make trouble for rebel operatives.
Anyone else good at negotiating? And political speak?
Yeah. You know, being like,
RV just starts simulating whistling noises.
I don't have all day, please. I'm a busy man. If you're going to waste my time, I'm going to have to ask you to leave.
Okay, sorry about my friend here. He's been slightly distracted as of late. Obviously, times are difficult in our era, our current era, and we are here simply because we believe in justice, passion,
What energy? What energy?
What passion, what footwork. It's what you can do for us. It's really what we're here for.
That's what I asked. What can I do for you?
Right, yeah, sorry. Please, large gun.
Brush, we're here to speak about your funding.
Yes, that's it. Thank you.
I'm sure you're aware that our funding is public and all of our campaigns
Not all
are...
of it.
Right.
And that's the part we're here to talk about.
I'm sorry, I'm not sure what you mean.
A little extra cash from Empire.
I mean, I can imagine.
Was that a question?
I've gone like forward.
Stop, hang on. I'm not you. I'm trying not to fuck this up really badly.
Oh no, out of character, I'm right there with you. You got this.
This is hard word.
A little sing to Star Wars bird. A little birdie has told me that you've been taking some extra income alongside your current occupation.
That's not
I'm
just going
sure you're aware that
going into your pocket.
I'm sure that you're
directly.
aware that a lot of politicians receive offers of gifts and things like this, and I assure you I never take such things because they come with expectations.
We're well aware of those expectations, and being in your position in politics, you can easily sway votes to match those expectations you have been given. And I would not be surprised if your views might coincide with some of those expectations as well, making it a bit easier for you to willingly take that handout.
You're going to have to be more specific now because I'm getting ready to call security. His tone has shifted now, and his tone has shifted now, and it shifted now, and he's looking directly at you.
Why am I doing the talking? I'm the head empty chaos gremlin.
Out of character. I'm totally down for just starting a firefight.
I want to try to avoid a fight as much as possible. I want to.
We're not.
I don't know what the fuck to do.
Me and Una, you've chosen the two worst frontmen.
He was rolling as well.
Quick recommendation: if you see him go for whatever kind of button or phone he needs to call security, that's when we start being the Chaos Gremlins.
Yes. I go to him. Right. We are very aware from a very trusted informant that you have been taking Imperial credits to do some dealings alongside your current occupation that are not gifts and have not been written down on the proper documentation that you have to declare.
These aren't on your taxes, sir.
You are being audited.
Your parliamentary paperwork is out of order.
Could I hit this?
We're in the tax department now.
Yeah, go ahead. What are you looking to find?
I would like to find if he, if he knows what they're talking about, and
okay, so if there's any recognition about what you're talking about, as well as
exactly, and if he, I don't know, maybe be feeling guilty about it. That's a natural 6 for a 10.
What you can tell is there is some recognition of what you're talking about, but you don't really get any idea of sort of how he feels about doing it.
Okay.
I think I should continue on the audit angle. It hasn't not worked yet. I'm like, look, sir, if that is indeed what you are.
He is a guy. He's specifically he's a Quarren. You can look that up in a moment. But he's sort of that's the other race that lives on Mon Cala as well as the Mon Calamari. They're sort of squid looking like.
Right, yes. Yes, your paperwork is out of order and must be corrected for
We're here with
reasons.
tax fraud, aren't we? We're being tax fraud
You-
investigators
Look,
right now.
we are the IRS. The International Revenue for Space.
No, it's the Imperial Revenue Service. It's the IRS.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Imperial Revenue Service. You have not been declaring your money properly, and we have found that money has been trickled in from other sources.
He sits up straighter. I've been cleaning up this city and this planet. From people who would do us harm. People who would start a war.
Are you sure you're not working, well, unwittingly and unknowingly helping those people who you're trying to stop?
Oh, you're going to have to run
Besides,
that by
are
me
they
again.
Yes, yeah, I need that too.
Are you sure you're not helping people you're actually trying to...
Basically, like, are you sure you're not unexpectedly helping the wrong side?
That's what I was trying to say. Thank you.
No problem.
I think I'll send
Us
to
Chaos
distract
Gremlins
you.
gotta stick together, you know.
Exactly.
He's
Have you
now
been-
got both his hands above his desk and he's sort of leaning forwards. If you are with who you say you are, I'm going to need some paperwork, some documentation that you are who you say you are.
Can I do like a sleight of hand / performance check, whatever the hell you want it to be, to then actually sort of
Produce quickly 2
like
badges.
produce like a datapad thing
Yeah,
that has like fake documents? So, because I feel like that's something that I might sort of like have on file, like I don't know. Is that something I can?
I would say you'd probably had to have come up with the correct documentation before you came in. It's a bit of an ask to try and forge official documentation within the 2 seconds it's going to take you to hand over a data pad.
There it is.
There
Yeah, just give me like
One moment.
half an hour while I fake some documentation.
Uh,
I don't
We
know, because I
could-
feel like that could be like a preset thing I had on like.
It's a
like,
bit-
we're like
yeah.
Word.
It's a bit specific.
mm,
Okay,
yeah,
fair enough. That's why I asked.
yeah.
Right, if it was something broad, like more broad, like you were just imperial affiliation or something like that, maybe possible. Maybe you had that on hand, but this is a bit more specific, so it would take time to try and figure that out.
Actually, we need your help.
Wait, who are you looking to?
Oh, shit.
So, we need help. Wait, I'm getting character names, but I don't know.
You what?
No, yeah, it's
we
actually.
need,
Yeah, it's Bashy.
we need some,
What?
we need some persuasion.
What? Hello?
Some
We've
persuasion
dug
is
us-
needed. They've kind of gotten off track.
We've dug ourselves a little bit of a hole.
Rich, we're fucking stupid.
Yep.
What are we persuading?
So far, they've tried to claim that they are the tax service. Accidentally, it kind of ran with it, and the guy's asking for paperwork to prove who they are. And so you any ideas?
I whip out a fucking. Oh, I don't know. I don't know, talking people things. No, we don't need paperwork, motherfucker. Don't make me go
Just make
to.
just draw your lightsaber, and that proves the point.
Don't make me go to the big boss man.
The big boss man.
Yeah.
big boss man.
And who is the big boss man?
Who's asking?
I am.
I say out of
You're
character
telling
here, I
me-
feel like if Bashi just kind of casually like just draws his lightsaber and like considering it's a red lightsaber, that would be enough of a point. Possibly.
Okay.
With a little dice, I think it might be possible.
Fine.
Yeah, just whack out your lightsaber. That'll do it.
Yeah, I'll do that
Whip
and be
it
like,
out.
I'm the boss man.
Yes.
Roll
You're the boss man.
intimidation,
I am.
please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Can I aid on this? Can I just be behind him, like?
You can be
Not
the
like they're right
bodyguard.
behind him, but just
Be the
like-
bodyguard.
Yeah.
I'd say
Yeah.
that you'd
You're
have to
basically
actually
big and muscular, so it kind of fits you.
17.
17.
Yeah.
So, oh Jesus, there is a cat who wants to get in here, like his life depends on it. He's scratching at the door.
A kid.
A kitty cat.
I still need to meet your cats. I haven't met them yet.
Yeah.
I'm gonna take downstairs quickly,
Yeah.
so I'll do that.
Okay, you can deal with the kitty cat.
The thing is, we are going to need to close the door because we're going to be loud.
Yes. So, yeah, you see his eyes widen a touch, but he quickly regains his composure, and says, "You think that's the first time I've seen one of those?"
No, but it might be the last.
Ah, excellent. That's a good cue.
He sort of drops a facade out. What do you want?
And I'm gonna slowly usher back to the other people.
Great, thanks. One of them has left. I go, look, we know that you've been taking money from Imperials to stop. Was it stop the rebel?
Stop known rebel operatives. So interfere.
You're interfering in known rebel operatives. We know what you're doing. We've got in good words that you're doing this. Stop it, or else, I guess.
Please roll me
creative.
a persuasion with disadvantage.
Yeah, that's fair.
That was,
You
or else was terrible.
Look, I don't. Normally, my interrogation is stabby. Disadvantage. So, what is it? My deception.
Persuasion. You're not lying to him.
Okay, it's +1 anyway. Ah, 5.
Or else. Or, what are you going to do? What? Or else what? I have Imperial backing.
So do we. I feel like we were at a bit of a crossroads.
If he was Imperial, right, he would be on my side.
You're impeding a larger investigation that I'm trying to do. You're making my life a lot harder. And I don't appreciate it.
You see him reach under his desk a moment.
Okay.
This is where hopefully, if you guys don't jump in, I don't know if I've got the distance.
Okay.
To get close enough.
Yeah. I'm gonna go grab my pistol on my hip and try and quickly pull out a shot on him, just on his hand or something.
Make a dexterity check quick just to see if you're quick enough.
Mm-hmm. Dexterity is +3. Eight.
I'm afraid not. You try and pull
What
it
was
out,
that noise?
but you don't hear a noise. What you think it
we've
could be
heard
is like
that noise from him, but
you think it could be something like a silent alarm.
Yeah, he's pulled a sign and it's gone a click.
Right, and about 3 seconds later, 4 culprit security guards flood into the room from doors that were hidden sort of behind his desk.
Cool.
Roll initiative.
Yeah, murder time.
okay.
Murder
Here we go.
time.
Hopefully we can take this guy alive, but the other guards, oh, they're in trouble.
oh yeah, they're dead. Yeah.
All right, let's see if this will work. If I do
They're
that,
very dead.
and then
Sure, be a smart idea. Let's move the dice out the
That.
dice tray.
do that. Does this now work nicely? No,
No. Oh no.
but that does.
Okay, that's cool. My
There we go.
initiative is +3. Oh, excellent.
So we have that's the largest photo in existence.
Oh wow.
I didn't know they captured a picture of your mother.
I didn't know your mother was here.
That one.
Mine's everywhere. She's in the sky.
She's in the cookie jar.
Hey.
I don't have a Quarren guy on hand, so gonna be this dude again.
How do you spell it, by the way? Quarren.
It is spelled. I believe it starts with a Q.
Yeah, it sounds like it, doesn't it?
There he is.
Oh, hell, yeah, no, I found it, but it's QUA.
RREN. Yeah.
God, they are squid-like, aren't
Yeah, I did say.
they? That's. I need to save that page for later.
And yeah, sort of from here, here, and then another two from here and here.
Do we have a Albert radio for this, or is this on just on stream?
We do.
Yeah, if you got.
Let me chuck the invite link in the Discord. It's just going to be Moss Isley.
Thank you.
Cool. Okay.
I will pin it, or someone will pin it.
Someone will pin it.
If you put the link in there.
I am doing it right now. There you go.
Cute.
Okay.
Excellent.
Oh, I don't want to do that. No.
So,
I mean, if it does all go to shit, at least we can steal whatever those cool things are in those display cases.
Yeah, you know what? That sounds like.
yeah, there is some stuff here. I say a sort of dagger-looking thing, a crystal, and appears to be like a staff or something like that. I can't quite tell.
I have trained RV
Like maybe a
well.
lightsaber hilt, but
I was gonna say I have trained RV well. Immediately gone for.
I'm going to say you were like that because obviously Una and S4 came in later.
Yeah.
Why am I not surprised this turned to a fight?
Well, we're not the best negotiators.
Mm.
Are you surprised that
No.
My character's charisma, terrible.
mine terrible?
-1 over here.
I have my wisdom 0, my charisma +1.
My charisma is a +1.
Okay, how are we looking on initiatives? 20 to 25, anybody? Anybody?
I haven't rolled yet.
Oh, well, we're going to get on that.
16 +3. No, I didn't get that. Anyone got around the 20 mark?
The silence is dead.
I'll move on to 20 to 15.
19.
19 for Mavic. This is going to go well. Let me roll for the guards. Okay, that's terrible for the guards. And then let me roll for Quarren. Slightly better for the Quarren. 15 to 10.
Oh, that'll be me for a 13.
13 on Mavic, so it is the Quarren that goes next. 14. And RV 13. 10 to 5.
Me, 8.
7.
Sorry, how many, Naomi?
7.
Okay, so 8 for S4.
Mm-hmm.
And then Una at 7. And then the guards. That. Okay. So, Mavic, you are up first.
Excellent, as all good things go. Yeah, I'm gonna try and fire into him.
Into who?
Into our squid friend.
Okay.
He's not
I
a
think
kid
a
now.
guard got called.
I didn't shoot. He pressed the panic button.
We do still want him alive if possible.
Yeah, I'm not shooting into him to kill him.
Okay.
Disable him a little bit. You know, as you do.
Kneecap him.
Yeah, exactly. You know, heavily. But okay, that will be a 24.
Hits. Yep, surprisingly it doesn't.
What? Ah! Okay, D4. Where is my D4? There we go. D4. Actually, it says D3, but but I
Can't
don't
really get
have one of
D4.
those.
Can't really get D3.
Yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna roll D4 and plus 3. Hey, nice. 7.
7 points of damage. Yeah, you get him in the shoulder, and sort of he like recoils backwards, like grabbing it, and it's like he gestures to his guards while you do this, like, kill him.
I wouldn't do that if I were you. We'll kill them. Cool, that's all I can do.
Nice. Okay, up next is the Quarren himself. And he's going to reach below the desk and try and hit another button, which then his chair is going to start slowly sinking into the floor.
Whoa.
Ah, sneaky bastard.
All right, you can tell where his money went.
Yeah, fucking extra shit in the office.
Yeah, extra protection.
He spent all the money, that's why he was denying it.
Right, RV, you're up.
Well, we can't have that, can we?
Grab the sticky man!
RV is going to try to just like run, hop across,
Like, jump over the desk, yeah.
and then just try to like yoink him up by his collar.
Yeah, roll an athletics for me. He's going to try and evade with a dexterity, with a acrobatics.
You got it.
The terrifying thought of being in your office, you're slowly thinking a giant robot.
I'm sure you rolled better than I did.
Oh, good. I got an 18.
Yeah, he got a natural 2 for a total of 6.
Excellent. Now, I don't know what all would go into an intimidation at the moment, but having these guys, you know, the guards are here to guard this guy, and there's not gonna be much to guard if I just, you know, snap him right here, even if I can't mechanically do that. But
you could try an intimidation check if you've got something you want to say.
Absolutely. So yeah. I suggest if you want to keep being employed, you'll put your arms down.
Theirs aren't detachable, I'm afraid. Not without the help of a Wookiee.
I was gonna say that can be arranged.
Yeah, no, they. I will roll them for as well. You should have a group roll. But yeah, roll your intimidation, and since you're actively threatening him, I guess with like your vibroblade. Yeah. You can have advantage.
Sick.
Yeah.
They roll pretty well.
Probably got me. 13.
They do got you with a natural 18. And they have their guns like squarely pointed at you.
I'm a big
And
target,
yeah.
unfortunately.
Yeah, basically you're sort of like another foot taller than Nick Warren himself. And as much as you're using him as a shield, they still have near enough a clear shot on you, but they're holding fire for the moment. And that's your bonus move and action, isn't it? So we'll move on to S4.
Okay, right. S4 will. Okay, so S4's there.
Yep.
Yep.
So there's two guys back here,
Mm-hmm.
There's two guys.
and
Yeah,
there's two over here.
Further
And
apart,
they
so
do
they're
not
kind of
seem
going in their own squares.
They don't seem interested in standing down yet.
Not yet.
What could I do? Because I'm a gambling robot, and this doesn't look like much of a gambling room.
Gamble their lives with your poop shoe.
Have you boys ever played a game called Russian Roulette?
Finn.
Okay.
Badass coming
Yeah.
from you.
Hell yeah! Please do that. Like,
Yeah. Okay, I'm gonna say that. You guys ever played a game called Russian Roulette?
They look at you quizzically because there's no such place as Russia in this universe.
played Coruscant roulette.
It's Minban roulette.
It's Mandalorian
Okay.
roulette.
You guys ever played Minban Roulette?
They look over you, sort of like, what are you talking about? Like, this is not the time.
Yeah, I just pull out some cards. Pick a card. Any card.
Really?
What are you trying to do?
What?
Like, where's the goal of this?
Like, yeah,
Where's the
I've
goal?
got-
Because if they get the card wrong, I shoot them.
We might just want to skip the middleman and go straight to the shooter.
Yeah,
Yeah, can
like,
we escalate
Okay.
the process, please?
All right,
Yeah.
I pull out my gun and just shoot these two behind one of these two behind me.
yeah.
Is this your card? Wait, that's a gun.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, go ahead. Roll to hit.
Okay. Here we go. Okay, that is a 19.
Hits.
Okay. Let's do the damage. Right. That is 6 damage.
6 damage, nice. There. Okay, anything else you want to do? You've still got bonus and movement.
Okay, I'm just gonna. So I shot this one guy. I'm gonna try and shoot the other guy.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay, that's a 16.
Also hits.
4 damage.
4 damage. Okay. I'll say that ends your turn. If you want, unless you want to move somewhere.
I'll just stay here. Thank you.
Okay. And it is now Una's go.
I'm going to. I want to run and jump over to this guy.
Okay.
Oh.
And then go for the face.
With what?
Wrist blaster, hand on the face.
It will be
Oh.
at disadvantage. It is a ranged weapon, you know.
Do not care. So I first, would it be actually my action to sort of try and grapple his face?
It will be action to grapple, yes.
That is 17. What am I adding?
For grapple, it's athletics.
Wait. Fuck, I'm wrong. So that's a 16.
That is one more than he rolled.
Oh.
Hey.
They only have a +1 to dex, so... So, you have him grappled.
Yeah, I have your phase.
Anything else?
I'm gonna blast him in the face, aren't you?
No, I'm just holding the gun, literally, like holding the way I'm holding his face. Like my wrist is just kind of like lined up with his like mouth, so the gun is.
So what you're
just-
basically doing is like cupping his chin with the wrist blaster, like going like that up into him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I just got him square by the jaw.
Um,
So if I fire, the shot's going straight up through his mouth into his brain.
roll. You can have an intimidation check for this. Roll that, please.
Hell yeah.
God, why they're okay. This die is a bit too good.
It's going.
It's
to
it's
die
my
straight,
it's
I feel.
my turn after this.
I love it.
Not enough. Natural 19.
Oh.
Yeah. I finally found a die that outrolls you.
I'm back to rolling shit. I don't know what you're talking about. All your dice outroll me.
Not all of them. I mean, to be fair, this one has rolled like an 18 and 19 and a 2, so it's one end or the other, not really anything in between. Did that end your turn, Una?
Yeah.
It is the guards. This one is going to try and break your grapple. So please roll athletics, please.
That's a nat one.
And that's a 3 for him, but it beats your 1, so he is able to get away. And he is going to take the stun baton off of his belt and try and zap you with it.
Uh-oh.
Does a 14 hit?
Probably.
Do you want to check?
Right. Yeah. Oh, bastard! That is my armor class.
Ah, that is unfortunate.
Ah.
That is a d6 plus... I believe it's d6 plus d6. But that's shock on there. Might be a d4. I haven't looked at these in a while. We'll do it that way and we'll just see if it works. That is 8 points of damage. Right, as he sort of like jabs you in the by your hip, to try and get you to sort of back away from him.
I'm now limping. Fun.
And that is his go. This guy is going to try and, now you've stopped grappling the other guard, he's going to try and shoot you. That is a... Oh, that's not great. 9 to hit, so that doesn't hit, does it?
Nope.
Whiffs off into the ceiling, basically. Sort of like over your head and up here. These two, since you've shot at them S4, are going to try and shoot at you. This one's going to try and almost take half cover behind this chair. And he's going to take a shot at you. Does a 22 hit.
Are you asking?
You, Liam.
Yeah, it's double the amount of my AC, that is.
Well then. Well, it's not great damage, you'll be happy to know. 3 points of damage.
Okay.
Not terrible.
He rolled a 1 on a d6, so what can you do?
Yeah.
Alright. This one is going to move over to this piece of cover behind this chair and try the same thing. Does a 13 hit, sorry.
Who are you shooting at, Liam?
Liam again.
Yeah, that hits me too.
Okay. And that is 5 points of damage.
Okay.
Right. That concludes the guards. We are back to Mabek.
Okay, I will head over here. Oh, actually, maybe there, and try and take out this guy.
Yeah, go ahead.
With my, actually, I won't use my pistol. I'll try and grab him and use my electroshock.
Yep. Roll to hit.
Roll to hit. I just need to see what my tech power is. +5. Oh, 25. That's a nat 20.
Then double your dice
Oh.
damage.
Right, let's have a look at what my dice damage is. Okay. 1d8.
So
If
it'll
it's
be
normal, so
D8 doubled.
2d8.
You don't have to roll 2D8. You can just yeah.
1d8 and I can just double it.
Yeah.
That'd be 6 points of damage.
6 points of damage. That's the first time he's taken damage
Mm-hmm.
on him. Okay. Does that end your go?
It does.
RV. We're back to you.
Does anything? Do I have to do anything to?
In fact, no,
maintain the
not
grapple?
yet. It's Quarren so far, so he's going to try and break the grapple. So if you want to roll your athletics,
You got it.
it's
Okay.
probably going to continue the grapple. He didn't roll great.
Excellent. I was thinking about it. 25.
That's 20 more than he rolled.
Okay.
So yeah, you've got him comfortably in your grip, and it is now your go.
Excellent. You know what? Let's join in on the. You know what? I don't have my shield on, but I got my vibro blade still. Let's carry him on in here.
Yeah, it's half movement because he is going against you.
Understandable. RV is going to go for a vibro's attack at this guard on the left.
Okay, this one hit. Nice.
Plus that. Actually, I'm going to use the thing. Bonus action. It is. I'm going to use bonus action and give myself advantage on this.
Oh yeah.
Oh, on all attack rolls. Fascinating.
Wow. Okay. Jeez.
So you're level 5. You get 2 attacks now, don't you?
Yep. That first one is going to be a 25.
Hits.
Plus that. Oh, for a second I thought I rolled 3 25s in a row. That would have been so funny.
That's fine.
Alrighty. The Damaggio on this is D8.
I was going to say, it's one-handed vibroblade. Should be a D8.
So that'll be a 7
7 points of damage. And then for the second hit.
and 5.
Oh, okay. So, that's not numbers. Yeah, this guy is barely hanging on. Like, you managed to get a good, like, cut across his chest, and then another one, like, sort of stuck in between his ribs, and you pull that out, and he's sort of, like, he's looking really rough. And you reckon, like, and anything else would probably take him out.
Excellent. Yep, that is me done.
Okay. Moving on, it is S4.
Okay. So he's gonna move over here to hide behind one of these chairs as cover,
Mhm.
and then gonna try to shoot this guy.
Okay. He does have half cover from you, so his bonus to AC is +2. So it's a little bit harder to hit.
Okay. Right. Shoot away then.
Yeah, good one, I thought.
Okay, that's a 17.
Just hits.
Nice.
Oh.
Oh. Well, 4 damage.
4 damage on that one is there. And that's now. Yeah, you get a good shot, like, on his right-hand side, in, like, the torso on, his upper torso. He, like, recoils back for a second, but he's ready to try and shoot you next time. He's looking rough, though.
Okay, I'll try and shoot him again.
Yeah, go ahead.
Fair enough, miss.
Okay, that's a nat 1, maybe not.
It buries itself in the chair rather than going to him. And yeah, just fizzles out with a little bit of smoke and fire. Next up is Una.
Can I just roundhouse kick this fucker in the head?
You're trying to
Hell
play like a monk, and you're not a monk.
I know. I'm meant to be playing like a rogue, but I'm being real shit at it.
You have sneak attacks.
And I've shocked one guy, so you definitely will get at least one. The one I basically tasered.
Yeah, but
He's not looking at you. He's not looking at you anymore. He's looking at me.
I grabbed my fuck it, vibro dagger.
Yeah.
Sneak attack, I guess.
Yeah, go ahead.
Nice.
That's a 2. Never mind.
I'm afraid he was ready for it after he shocked you, and he sort of just parries away your dagger with his baton.
No.
Ends my turn.
And now it's the guards. After you shocked him, Mabik, this guard is now going to try and shock you back.
Yeah, should have seen that one coming.
That is a natural 19 for a total of 23.
Ooh.
I need my d4 back. That's the wrong for that. Ooh, okay. 10 points of damage.
Right, I'll do it in a second. Just get my papers out.
Alright, we'll move on from him. Yeah, he rolled max on the die. Well, nearly max on dice. This guy, now that he's in melee with you, he's actually going to hold his action to see what you do, RV, because in the way of him and you is the governor.
Understandable.
You have
And
a very
then
good negotiating tool here. Not
these two over on the right-hand side are once again going to try and shoot S4. Although S4 now does have half cover against them. So whatever your AC is, Super, you add 2 to it.
Okay.
Does a 15 hit.
Yes.
Okay. And that is 4 points of damage. And then second roll does a 14 hit.
Yes.
Okay. And that is another 4 points of damage.
My AC is not the best, but
Yeah, we need to look at what you're using for what you're having for AC. Because I believe you're a rogue as well, aren't you? An operative?
yeah, an operative.
Hmm.
There's a lot of this sheet that needs to be sorted out.
Yeah. And now back to Mavic, because we're at the top of the round again.
Sorry, I'm making notes. Someone has to make notes.
Mm-hmm.
I also need them for to do the lovely thumbnails. Right. Okay.
Well, there's a reason I titled this this stream what I did.
Yes, aggressive negotiations. All right. Okay. How can I fuck you up?
Let me number the ways.
Mm.
Ip dip do. Can't use that. That will definitely hit
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
everyone.
Most likely.
5 foot sphere.
A 5 foot sphere is is that radius?
That is range.
I think I go by radius, yeah.
I mean, 5
Yeah,
foot
radius.
is reach. It's it's next square to you.
Okay, so it's this way. Okay, it just says 5 foot sphere. So I'm assuming
It's just a
this.
person. Yeah, it's just like this guy here in his square.
Cool. We're gonna have a tase off. Electrical burst.
Okay.
I emit a burst of electricity. Every creature within range, other than you, must succeed a dexterity saving throw, or take 1d6 lightning damage. And
Can you read that off to me again? Because this seems like a weird description for it to just be not like
from me? It's from me. So it comes
oh
out.
shit. Okay, that means it will get everyone in.
That's what I mean.
Like
Do I
that's
want
the
to do
5
it?
foot, and it will get everyone around here, like
Yeah,
everyone
that's-
around you.
That's what I'm like. Don't want to do
So
that.
it
one.
will get all of these squares.
You know what? Range 60 feet, but I could. I can choose an energy creature within range. That's only going to be yeah, that's going to attack him. Cool. I'm gonna use a cryogenic burst then, please.
Yeah, go ahead. Is it a ranged spell attack or is it a?
It is arranged.
So it would disadvantage because he's in melee
Yes.
with you.
Move that plate. Disadvantage, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
11.
Misses, I'm afraid.
Yeah, that's fair enough. I'm really annoying because I'm on 18.
Yeah, but yeah,
Damn it.
using ranged spells in melee combat it's what gets you.
I wanted to pick and call.
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
That's all I can do.
That's all you
I
got.
can do.
Is the Quarren's go. He's going to try and break free of the grapple once more. So please roll athletics, Harvey.
You got it. It's starting to wear down. That was the 17 though.
It's still enough. He rolled an 11.
Excellent.
Okay. Who have we got next? It is you, Harvey. It's your turn.
All right. One of these guys was holding their action, right?
Yes, this guy, and you haven't broken. Like the grapple hasn't broken, so instead, just before your turn, he's going to use his action to try and stun baton Mabik.
Ah, well, so just before my turn, I will use my reaction to impose a penalty on this.
Yeah, what's the penalty you impose? Well, that's...
one of these. Here we go. When a creature hits an ally within 5 feet of you with a weapon attack, you can use your reaction to impose a penalty equal to your proficiency bonus.
So he gets your proficiency bonus knocked off his attack roll.
Yeah.
So it's minus
plus
3? So minus 3 on him. So that would be 11 plus 12 to hit. Mavik, what's your armor class?
15.
Oh, so it would have hit, just barely.
Nice.
But yeah, with that, it's gone. He misses. You sort of like
Yeah,
just
thank
sort
you.
how to say,
Buddy.
using your sword arm, you basically just like knock his arm away as he's trying to go for Mavik.
Yep, which means now he's open. Let's make an attack on that guy.
Yeah.
Plus one of these. Yeah, that might do. 24.
Hits.
And hopefully this will do it. This is what, plus 3? Yeah. Minimum damage, but 4 damage.
It was enough. He had 1 hit point left.
Excellent.
Yay.
Yeah, so you managed to get like the final hit in on him, and you basically just like impale him through the abdomen. And as you draw the sword back, as the vibro blade back, he just falls to the ground, not moving. You still got another attack.
You're right. Let's carry that momentum right into this other guy.
Yes. All over.
Oh, it's cooking. 23.
Hits as well.
And one of those. Marginally better. That's going to be 6 damage.
How many was he on? He was on... Okay, so it's this guy. 6 damage, you said?
Yep.
Yep, you managed to get a good like cut into his shoulder. But yeah, he's still standing for now.
This is awesome. That is my turn over.
Okay. It is S4. Super, you're up.
Okay, I'm gonna try to shoot the same guy I tried shooting before.
Yep, go ahead.
Okay. 11.
11 misses.
Okay, I'll try again.
5.
17.
17 just hits.
For 4 damage again.
4 damage again is what you needed. You managed to get him like basically just in the head, just under like the brow of his cap, and he falls backwards, not moving.
Nice. look at the other guy going, "You're next."
Okay.
That's my bonus intimidation.
Yeah, you could try it. Roll intimidation for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. All right. What is my intimidation? That is 13.
Let me roll for him. He drops the blaster and hands up.
Nice. Good job,
Right, and then the other guard over here, seeing this guard get absolutely hacked to death, and taking a bit of hacking himself, and then this guard over here being shot and killed, and this guard surrendering, he is also going to surrender.
Yay.
There we go. We'll go back to normal D&D screen.
Yay.
There we go. So yeah. The guards have now surrendered. They've put down their weapons. The one that's taken quite a bit of damage already, he's sort of like grabbing his shoulder, but he's still trying to like make sure he's surrendered. And the governor, who's currently in the grasp of Arvi, is still struggling, but he kind of knows that he's not getting away.
I would very much could have you consider rethinking my friend's offer here and explaining to them, if you did have any dealings with the Imperium, that to
The Imperium. This isn't 40k.
oh yeah,
Yeah, Imperium. Look, we just need you to admit to your swinging the gun.
waving your gun around.
Son.
Like the candy cane. It's fantastic.
Oh yeah, beautiful candy cane gun.
Mm.
Right, we just need you to admit you were clearly using your Imperial credits from somewhere, from a source, to hinder rebels. Yeah.
Yeah, the rebels.
God, your memory, Alex. Jesus.
It's been a long couple of weeks.
Mm.
So fess up now, and we might consider letting you live.
We also are going to want you to stop taking these bribes in the future,
All
or
right.
at the very least, not putting them towards stopping rebels.
Exactly.
He looks towards the group like, what do you think the Empire are going to do to me when they find out that I'm not taking their bribes anymore? I'm going to need some assurances.
Mm.
Well, you can always still keep taking the bribes, but put it into the actual charity fund.
And when the Empire find out that I haven't been doing the job that I've said I've been doing, that the rebels aren't being arrested and turned in, they're going to replace me.
Might be a better gamble than what we're going to do to you.
Yeah. You've seen what we've done to your guards, right? You know, we can up the ante if you really want.
He pauses for a moment, and so an idea comes to his mind. So you see, like, his eyes light up for a moment as an idea comes to him. He says, "Let me talk to who hired you. All right, if they can offer me protection,
Mm-hmm.
we have a deal."
All right.
I think we might be able to make that work.
I think we can do that.
But just to be safe, can we hit this with the insight?
Yeah, go ahead. Did the insight, yeah.
Can I also do it as well?
I mean, it's unlikely that he's got absolutely nothing up his sleeve, but it's worth a shot. That's going to be an 18.
18.
Yeah, it's better than mine.
What was yours, Alex?
7.
Okay, I'll message you. Let me find. There we
This
go.
is the time. The DM is messaging.
I am. Talk amongst yourself.
Intermission.
So, I think the most important thing here, out of character, is that
Yes.
this guy might be trying to like, aha, you're the one working for the rebels. Now I've
Yes,
got your
he's trying-
identity. So if we set this up, we have to set this up in a way that he can't see the other guy. I don't know what kind of proof we'd have that, this is in fact the guy that hired us, but it's a good start.
Yeah.
And if the rebel guy's cool with it, then they can go face to face. We just gotta make sure this guy doesn't have any weapons on him.
That's easy enough.
Which
Yeah,
I think if
so-
he had him, he would have tried him by now.
He would have tried them by now. I think his sort of hope the guards murdered us is probably his plan.
Not a bad plan.
No,
I'm sure a
not
lot
to-
of the people that try to attack him, it works pretty well.
Yeah, except from if they're absolute sociopaths. Like,
There you go.
eh.
Let's make this happen, and we'll see what we got from there.
Do you have a meeting place that a discreet place we can meet about this?
Where did we meet him last? Where did we meet Horror last? He said he'd find us.
Well, why don't we bring you to him?
It's gonna look a little bit conspicuous me leaving straight after this meeting. If you come back, like, if you wait for me to leave the building, I get off in like 2 hours. Alright, and we can go then.
Do the results from our insights still apply to this, or do you want a new roll?
I will give you more information because your insight was rather good.
Okay.
Messaging notes. More messaging.
One thing we could do, like, we could still station some people here, but I don't know if that.
I was going to suggest having people here, but the only problem I see of that is, well, they saw us enter. If only a few of us leave, that looks probably more suspicious that other people haven't left the building. And obviously, we need to guarantee that he's going to do what he says. Obviously, he's slightly more convinced, I hope. But obviously, if we all leave, he could just go, "Nah, I'm not doing it."
Yeah, that's the part that's got me wary.
Yeah, you could just go. You could just lie and go, "Nah, not doing that." So we're in a bit of a catch-22 here.
Well, I
Do we
think
leave someone here?
I mean, if he does end up going back on it, we did this once. We could do it again.
Yeah.
All right. What time do you get off work?
In another 2 hours. You can tell it's sort of getting towards sunset now, and you think sunset may be in around about that time.
And where should we meet up?
What I'm asking you.
We can't go to the tavern because someone caused a bit of a hullabaloo.
Out of character, did this rebel guy, like, he said he was going to...
He said he was going to find you, yes.
Yeah, he was going to find us. So,
Well, hopefully he finds us.
soon.
I can give you a couple locations of places that you've noticed along the way. So if you want an idea of where you could possibly take him.
Yeah, please.
You've come across a couple of casinos and gambling dens, such as Chance Cube, Throw Me a Bone, and Lucky Del Tours. There's a couple of cantinas as well. If I find those. No, that's previous stuff. No, I've lost the cantina names. I'm just going to make some new ones.
Probably have some kind of back rooms, private rooms.
Yeah,
kind of
something
thing.
like that.
Yeah.
I think one of them was Lay's Cantina. I think I remember that.
Possibly.
That was the first one we went to.
That was the first one you went to. And then a second one you found was called The Last Bite.
Should we say one of those taverns, or do you want... We need somewhere that's not going to be too conspicuous that we're having a meeting place really with him.
Might be able to just meet him outside of work, then take him there.
Smart.
That'll be
the
too obvious.
Is that the smartest plan?
All right.
I don't think us casually hanging outside an office building is going to be too. What's the word? Will look like a sore thumb. So I think we just find a meeting place for him. Go meet us here, and then if he doesn't turn up, we know where he is.
As long as the Last Bite seems like a seedier place, not so kind of finest out.
Yeah, it didn't
Yeah.
look like it was a high-end establishment from the outside.
Excellent. Nothing a little credits couldn't solve if there does seem to be an issue.
Yeah, you could.
Okay. Yeah, for the last bite,
Yeah, that should work.
we'll do that then.
He is listening to a conversation. He said, "I know the place."
Excellent. We'll meet
Alright.
you there.
And RV's just gonna roughly drop him.
Yeah, he falls to the ground, sort of clutching his shoulder where Mavic shot him.
Has the circle where he was dropping come back up?
So basically, the chair is now completely sunk into the floor, and two shutters have come out and completely made flush the floor. So as if there were no chair there to begin with.
Yeah, fair enough. Okay. Cool.
All
Right.
We'll see you there.
We'll see you there.
He nods.
And I guess we all leave.
We're gonna, just give ourselves a little cleanup, make sure we don't got any blood on us.
Uh,
Look like we just got to a fight.
S4 does have a couple of blaster marks on him.
Those,
Need some new armor.
Those are buff
Need some
out.
upgrades.
Yeah, I could buff you out. Not a problem.
Yeah. Any chance you could boost my armor? Because
You
could do with some new upgrades.
That's a conversation that could happen some point. You've got a little bit of time before, obviously, before sunset.
I was going to say, we can find somewhere. I'm sure I can.
And we're gonna have a lot of bit of money if this job.
Yeah, if you can, maybe not as strong as well, maybe similar to RV's kind of armor, but
You want.
That's some
well,
heavy
maybe
dura
not height
plating.
wise, but still same material.
I'm big boned.
Yeah, 400 pounds of big boned.
I was going to say, that might crush you. We could look for something slightly lighter.
Yeah.
But let's go outside first.
Yeah. So yeah, you make your way out. The secretary seems to be none the wiser. From what you can tell, seems like the office is pretty well soundproofed.
Good.
And yeah, as you leave, nothing seems to raise any red flags. You make it to the elevator bank, hit for the ground floor. Obviously, RV having to take the stairs again.
Way down there.
Even after all that, you still have to uncoolly go down the stairs.
Waiting at the bottom for a couple of minutes for RV to get there, and yeah, you managed to make it out the front door without anyone accosting you.
Right. Okay. So a couple of things we could do while we wait is we still have the 18,000, yes?
So you've got the 1,800 from
1,800.
the 50% before the mission, and then probably after the meeting, if it goes well, you'd get the other 1,800.
And then we need to still put like 10k down on
Yeah,
the ship.
yeah, you've got another
So-
10k to do
because-
on the ship.
Mm.
Depending on how our new friend's attitude was on us threatening him,
Yes.
we might need to make a hasty getaway.
We need to get that ship sorted. So I suggest we, if he wants armor, we might have to put a pin in that because money's going to be tight.
Yeah.
Unless there's a scrapyard nearby that conveniently has armor parts.
There are
That's gonna be-
multiple junkyards in the north of the city, you remember.
There are. Okay. Should we go scrap shopping?
We should probably handle everything with the guy first.
You've got a couple of hours till sunset.
We do have 2 hours till sunset. We could do a little scrap shopping.
Maybe a couple of us going for the scrap, the rest of us scouting the place out,
What?
making sure everything's set for the guy.
Split the
tavern.
party, split the party.
Party. Split the never goes wrong. Never
Never
goes
goes
wrong. I'm down.
Yeah.
I can take the droids.
Yeah, and then Bashi and Luna go over to the last bite, the
Yeah.
cantina.
You
Okay. The cantina is closer, so we will do that second, as we'll do the long. We have the rabbit and the robot going over to a scrapyard. Yeah, it takes you sort of half an hour to make your way over to the north of the city where most of the junkyards are. A lot of it is ships and transports like speeders and things, so you reckon you might be able to find a couple of armor plates of varying thicknesses that might work well enough to upgrade S4. So
Does S4 have like a
he has a slot
Correct.
machine bit in his like center of his chest, so it might be a little difficult to work around that, but otherwise
Yeah.
protection shouldn't be too much of an issue. It's sort of like human-sized proportions.
S4, do you still need a literal roulette wheel inside you?
Yeah, can that come off?
Is that detachable?
It's not like connected to your main circuitry.
Yeah.
Could be.
I mean, you'd have to do a bit
Cool.
of poking around to find out.
Cool. Lay down.
Oh, we're doing this here. Okay.
In like the middle of a street on the entrance to a junkyard.
No, no. Get up. I'm joking.
No, he's gone to sleep now.
What?
Yep.
Right. Give me the defib.
That's fine. We'll just carry him. All right,
Yeah.
let's go.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Yeah.
You're being carried. Like,
You're being
"Ah!"
currently carried by RV.
Okay. Yeah, we can figure that out.
Why did you
inside.
get up like a Cyberman?
What's wrong with you there?
So yeah,
Okay, we'll carry him in and we'll have a look round, and then we can see if we can take the roulette section off him.
yeah, this looks like one of the smaller junkyards. You don't see too many starships being broken or like just like derelict ships or anything. This seems to be more like terrestrial vehicles, things like speeder bikes and generalized speeders and stuff like that. So it's a little bit like a maze trying to work your way around. Can you roll me who is looking though? Who is actively looking? So can you roll me an investigation check, please?
Absolutely. +2. It's going to be a no. +2.
If someone would like to assist him,
10.
you can have advantage.
I'll be assistant.
Okay. I'll roll again then. Advantage. Hey, thank you very much. That's 22.
22. Yeah, you look around for a little bit. You see it's very much like an angular design, but it's a speeder. You'd probably fit 3 people on the bench in the sort of passenger bit. But you reckon off of the engine cowling, there's a couple of curved pieces that would make rather nice sort of like armor for his arms and legs.
Yeah.
And then looking at the underside as best you can, because it's kind of propped up, it's not hovering.
Yeah, it's gonna be on its
You can
own.
see there's a couple of flat bits with a little bit of working. They would probably fit well enough to give S4 some decent protection against standard blasters.
I'm gonna try and take off the bits for the arms because I
Yeah.
want to find out after I've done all that. I want to find out if that centerpiece can come off.
Oh, the console.
Mm.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, the roulette. So
Out of
do I need to do?
character, what's the process on, like, do you get to take it? Do you bring these pieces to whoever
I'm
the
gonna-
junker?
I'm gonna try and like.
So you
just-
do have to probably pay for what you take off.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll take it to like a guy, but like, hey, we're taking these.
Okay.
You know, how much do you want for them?
Hmm.
Sort of deal. And we can all put it at whatever it is together, I'm sure.
Mm.
Something not too radically expensive.
You're looking at scrap metal value.
Yeah. Cool. Do I need to do anything to try and take the pieces off?
Yes. So can I have what tools do you have?
Tools.
Yeah.
Good shout. I have a my med pack, my iron pistol, my repair kit, and my fiber core cable, and obviously my current armor and my iron pistol.
I'd probably say your repair kit is probably the best thing to use for this because it has things like a
Just repairing something in reverse.
yeah, it's repairing something.
Yeah.
It's like the cutting torch
Yeah.
and things like that. So if you could make me we'll say sleight of hand check because it probably has your proficient. Are you proficient in sleight of hand?
No, I'm not.
In which case, we'll just use dexterity plus proficiency.
It's the same number. Oh, plus proficiency.
Yes, because you are
is
proficient with a
that?
repair kit. Plus 3.
What is my efficiency? Plus 3. Plus 6 to the roll. Oh,
Hmm.
yeah. 17.
Yeah, so very carefully, you use your cutting torch and sort of like work your way down in sort of you did measure up
Yeah.
S4's sort of like arm length and where his joints would need to be, like still be able to have maneuverability and his legs being the same.
Yeah. I've done it before with him. So
Yeah, you kind of know what you're doing, looking at sort of
Mm.
measuring and where to put armor versus where to keep mobility, basically.
Yeah.
And so yeah, you take off the correct sort of sized regions of this engine cowling, and you realize that for the arms, they're a little bit sort of like the circumference is going to be a little bit too big, so you're going to need to sort of bend the metal in a way that it will fit his arm nicely. But the legs seem to be basically the right diameter.
What are you doing?
He's cosplaying Bender from Futurama.
I might be able to bend
Do you
it.
want to bend?
If it seems reasonable for RV. He's,
Yeah.
Quite possibly, if you'd like to roll me in a strength check.
I'm going to try and bend it round his arms.
All right, and this isn't necessarily
Just be
just
careful
seeing
when you
if you
put the
can,
arms back, because
this
I
isn't
don't think you want to
necessarily
go like, that's not meant to be there.
We're not taking your arms off. You haven't done bad to me yet.
a 7. So I was
Can
saying
you
this
not eat
before
while
you
you're
rolled.
repairing me? Thank you.
I was saying this before you rolled that this isn't going to be necessarily of how hard it is to actually just bend the metal, because you're a strong robot. All right, this isn't like this is, I think, aircraft armor rather than actual armor plate. So it's not the worst thing to bend. It's how controlled that bending is and how form fitting it will be.
Yeah.
So
If he like walks out like he's got his dad's coat on.
you kind of overbend it a little bit, and you kind of all like, you feel this more than anything, S4, as you feel like the servos in your arms are a little bit more under strain.
I didn't realize I was bending it.
Because you kind of bent his arm. You
I
kind
didn't
of
realize I was bending it on him, but that is very funny.
Don't break my arms.
You kind of just
Hang
like
on,
sort of
go for it.
dented his arm a little bit whilst you were trying to bend the metal on there.
I've done this to you before. Why did you bend it on him? Can I try and
Save us time.
can I try and use mending to mend his arm?
Do you have
Yeah,
mending?
can we just leave you to
Okay,
fix me
mending.
instead of
Yeah.
like him trying to
Yeah.
Mr. Potato Head me?
Yeah, I'm gonna try and mend him.
Yeah, go
And
ahead.
it would just be my modifier. That's 25.
Yeah, you managed to fix basically. You managed to
There is a
loosen
god.
it around so that it fits nicely, and then with a little bit of sort of hammering and sort of maneuvering into the right spot, you managed to get the dent out of his arm, and your arm function returns.
Hey, I think you missed a spot. Hey, S4, stay still.
No.
Get away from me.
Right. Hold on. Don't get him away yet. There is a missing piece of this puzzle. After I've done the sort of the legs and the arms.
Mhm.
I-
Yeah, the
I
legs
wanna-
were pretty good on their diameter. They seem to fit nicely. It's just a question of actually attaching them so they don't fall off.
There's a centerpiece of the puzzle that I want to look at. I want to know. I want to sort of look around him and see if it's connected to like any sort of main circuitry,
Mhm.
to like maybe eyes or internals.
Yeah.
Or if it's just like a fun extra thing that someone's welded onto the front of him.
Okay. This is going to be a little bit more on you, Super. How did you envision your droid in terms of,
Yeah.
was he always a gambling droid, or was he a protocol droid that then got retrofit?
He was always a gambling droid.
Okay. It seems like the slot machine it's not just an afterthought that someone just put on him. It was very much in his design to begin with. And removing it would require significant structural changes to his torso.
I would not only need to put the new armor plate on, I would need to take the pit off, reattach any wires, and then put a new centerpiece
Not just reattach
There.
any wires, but also
to the hole.
make sure that he's still structurally sound after the removal.
Yeah, and start messing around with internals.
Hmm.
And if I fuck this up, S4 becomes S. Dancing, but not voluntarily.
Right. Robo paralyzed.
And then he will become junk.
Yeah, and he'll be in the right place.
Perfect place to do it. For fuck up, you're
Alright.
staying here.
If
But-
it works, can you make a giant laser come out at me? Like, give me a centerpiece like that, but a big laser.
Or like the Iron Man central like arc laser piece.
No.
That's a bit forward thinking.
Also, you're a big dude. If I attach
Yeah.
anything on your front and it's not counterbalanced,
Maybe a less big laser.
just a
Right.
giant cannon. I can't move.
Back to the task at hand. You reckon you can probably armor around the slot machine, but armoring the slot machine itself would obviously ruin its function.
Yeah, unless I replace unless I start replacing bit by bit, but that's gonna be.
It would take a
hassle.
time.
All right, okay. I'm gonna have to create like sort of a chest sort of plate and then cut a hole out where his slot machine bit is, and then
Mhm.
just hope for the best. Hope that gives him enough coverage.
Yeah.
And or hope that no one shoots the slot machine.
Make the same dexterity plus proficiency again. With that check.
He's probably lucky enough. They're not going to shoot there.
So about scrapping Super. That is a natural 1.
Okay. So with sort of measuring up where obviously his like the actual like dial parts of the slots are and the slot arm, you mark that out onto the piece of metal that you're planning to put on his front, and start working away, cutting with your torch, until you realise something hurts.
Ow.
And it's sort of a really, really warm hurting.
Ow, 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 ow. What's happening? Ow, ow.
As
what's happening?
now you realised you've been resting the piece of metal on your leg.
Ah! Ah, fuck, ah, fuck. Ah! Ow, ow. I'm trying to spat out the fire.
And yeah, sort of like almost set your trousers on fire with hot metal.
Oh, oh, oh. Hang on, I have a check power for this. Extinguish.
You just pat out the fire, and it's still hot, right? And you've probably gotten like a good amount of like burned skin down there and burnt fur.
Stop, drop, and roll. Stop, drop, and roll.
But it's not enough to do any proper damage.
Well, that's not hair's not going to
Yeah,
grow for a while.
the hair, there is the smell of burnt hair in the air now.
I've accidentally whacked myself. Whoa! Whoa! Okay,
Right.
should have been paying slightly more attention.
But the piece of armor itself doesn't look too bad. You could probably try and roll again and see if you can fix it.
Let's do that rather than burn my leg off. Watch Mavic burn his other leg.
Oh God.
13.
13. That's okay. Right. You have to remember, like 13s and 12s. A 10 is average.
I was just a 7. I was just like, thank God that's a +6.
So yeah, it takes a little bit of time to sort of like find a spot where you're not going to burn anything, and rework through where you've already cut, because obviously a little bit of panic of burning has sort of made the line a little bit jagged. But luckily it was the jagged pieces where you were going to be cutting it away anyway. All right, so you work through around that and managed to get it fitted well enough that it doesn't look professionally done, but it doesn't look bad. It fits. It's functional.
It'll do for what he needs. It's not.
All right, how are you attaching it to Super, by the way? How are you attaching it to S4?
Right. Well, I'll ask for 4 if he wants me to, like, sort of attach it to him, so it becomes a part of him, or I can find like leather bits to like make it like actual actual
armor suit
top.
over. Yeah.
It's
What are
sort
you
of up to
thinking?
him. Do they want it permanently stuck to his body, or do you want to have it like a shirt you can take off?
Something about a shirt, say that again?
So, are you wanting the armor like actually attached to you, just like bolted on or welded on, or do you want it to be detachable?
Bolted on.
Okay.
All right.
So you have a choice of either bolting it on or welding it.
Also, I should have asked what color this was.
It's just sort of a sort of. It's not quite copper, but it's a bit darker than that.
Accidentally grabs the bright pink. Okay, so it's brownish color. Cool.
Yeah, like a shined copper, browny orange, that color.
Cool. So I'm welding it to him.
Yes.
That seems okay. Right. Do I need to do anything specifically to weld it to him, or do I?
Yeah, this will be your final roll of your repair kit.
Cool. +6, so
18.
18.
Yep, seems to weld on easily enough. You get to it's quite well lined up to the edges of his like torso area and to his form itself, and so it welds on easily enough, and it looks pretty good. You're happy with the job you've done, and then you obviously switch around to the back, do the same thing, leaving the access port for his wiring internals.
Yes.
And yeah, looks pretty decent. I will say now you have a +2 to your AC, Super.
Yeah, there you go. And it only took a minor burn to my leg.
Yeah, a little bit of minor burning and denting someone's arm.
Yeah, you know,
Usual.
it's you. Normal. I'm sure Harvey can tell you that our normal repairs go a lot worse.
But yeah, after that, you go to leave and you're quickly stopped by a junkyard worker. Hey, payment, come on.
Yeah. We didn't see anyone. We were just going to come look for you. Right.
Right. What, first of all, what are you taking? I can see where he's got some new bits on him. He didn't come in like looking like that. Right.
If he did, he wouldn't be here.
Anything else? Was that it?
I just point to a parts that we took off like like the speeder.
Okay, so that's just scrap. That's just metal. No mechanical parts. No electronics.
No.
Okay. And he goes away from. Well, he stares down his data pad for a moment. Types in. He's sort of looking over and figuring out which bits of what you've taken. Okay, 74 credits is what I've got here.
Cool. Should we divide that by 3?
I think you just have the money.
Well, it's hit. All right. Does S4 want to pay for half his armor?
Sure.
Because I did repair. It's for you. It's not for me.
Right. So 74 credits is what I said, and 37 each then.
37. So take off 37 then. Yeah, because RV's not gonna pay for it.
RV's only just been here to dent people's arms.
Yeah, if anything.
That's usually my job description.
That is actually fair.
Cool. That's been taken off. Yeah, that's fine. Cool. I thank him and we head off.
Okay.
Back to the pub.
We will now, whilst you guys are making your way back, I'm making my way.
What is my new armor now? I need to sort that out.
What is your current armor?
11.
So it's plus 2.
Boosted. So that's 13.
13 now. What is your dexterity? Because you're an operative. What's your actual dexterity?
Plus 1 and plus 4 saving throw. There's a lot of stuff I need to boost on it.
My question is, what are the rest of your stats?
What are the rest of your stats?
Plus 3 in charisma and plus 2 in intelligence. Minus 1 constitution. Plus 1 wisdom and no strength.
Okay. We might have to do some rejigging of your character because as an operative, dexterity is kind of your main stat.
I was going to say, if you're a roguish type, you need a little bit more dex.
Well, with your upgrades to me, that probably would make sense now.
Alright, because obviously dex is a lot of, dexterity gives a lot of armor. Alright, for every plus 1 in dexterity you have, you get plus 1 AC.
How much did you dend his arm for Christ's sake? So
Right, we'll come back to that another time. Alright, Super, if you stay around a little bit afterwards, we'll just rejig your stats a little bit.
Okay.
Alright, moving on, back to our tavern goers, our cantina goers. Nomi and Bashi. I don't know if Bashi's around at the moment. I'll take that as a no. So, Nomi.
Hi.
You are about 15 minutes away from the Last Bite Cantina. You remember passing it on the way here, so you've got a good idea of where to go to find it. And yeah, after about 15 minutes, you go out to the side and you recognize the sign. It's sort of like in a green neon Urabesh, and it doesn't look like the fanciest of establishments. It's not a complete dive. It's not just awful, but it looks okay. Do you go inside?
Yeah.
Yeah, going inside, you find... Let me actually, because I have a map for this thing as well, just in case. Where do I put it? And I will describe it as per the map, because it's easy. Here we are, this is the one. Yeah, coming on into the through the door, Directly in the center is a large circular bar with 3 gaps where people can obviously go inside and serve people. Dotted around there are a bunch of tables, and there is a small sort of raised up bit at the back of the room where you can imagine there'd probably be a stage or live music. Booths around the edges, and you reckon there could be a couple of private rooms, judging by how far. Like, there was a little hallway as you came in, and then it opened up into the bar area. So you reckon there could be a couple of private rooms.
I'm gonna inquire about the private rooms.
Yeah, you head up to the bar. There's just a single barman on at the moment. It's not quite time of the end of day work, so just a single one at the moment. And he looks up to you, and yeah, he's quite short, actually. Let me get a yeah, short Ugnaught stands behind the bar. And asks, what will you be having?
Whatever your strongest drink is.
He pours.
There's always one that says that.
He pours a bright green looking liquid.
Okay, we're going green again.
Yeah, it's a very strong alcohol. And he says, it'll be 5 credits.
And of the 5 credits, and then I give the drink to Bashi.
Actually takes the drink.
Shotguns.
Yeah. No, it's things like a whiskey tumbler.
Oh yeah, you don't want to knock that back. That will hurt.
And yeah,
That's going to be some high constitutionalist beat then.
he goes back to polishing a glass.
It's not enough.
Any of the rooms fire?
Oh, sorry, was that actually to him?
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we've got a couple of private rooms. What size are you looking for? We've got maybe one that'll fit 5-10 people, another one that'll fit 15.
The 5 to 10s need.
Okay, that'll be 35 credits an hour.
I want to hand him 50.
Like an hour and a half.
35, yeah.
That's true. We don't need it for like a super long time.
No.
Give him 50.
Okay, that's you've got until an hour after sunset.
Wait, what's the time now?
It's getting towards like a half hour before sunset.
Scratch that 2 hours.
So 70 credits.
Yeah.
Okay, you've got 2 hours. Enjoy's just on the. He turns sort of towards the door. And he says, "If you look just on the left-hand side of where the door is, first door there, that's the correct room for you." Right, and then after sort of another half an hour of waiting, in walks the rest of the party. You can't see Nomi or Bashi. Just a bar.
Excuse me. Have you seen a small rabbit person?
Not this one.
I'm seeing one right now.
Certainly not a different one.
It is. I've seen 2 of you today. That is weird.
If I
had a nickel for every time I've seen one of you today, I'd have 2. That's not much, but it's weird it's happened twice.
I go, yeah, we'll go.
Yeah, it came in with a Twi'lek.
Excellent. That's who we're looking for. Can you point us in the direction they went, please?
They're in that private room over there. I guess you're the rest of the party.
We are.
Alright, he
Should
open
we
for
be
you.
telling him if there's if the last person, maybe 2 people from our party end up showing up, right?
Yeah. Not with the pointy part.
Sorry.
That slipped by my mind. Sorry, what?
Ned.
Yeah, basically RV doesn't know the best way to say it, but when our friends show up,
Yeah.
if they ask for us for the bar guy to send them where to go.
Will do.
Thank
Right,
you.
and then he sort of goes back to doing his barman stuff, refilling ice, all that sort of stuff.
We're going to the party room.
Should we get drunk before we go in?
I'm not thirsty.
They don't serve oil here.
No, I will. I'll go. Excuse me. Can I have just a thing of your strongest, please, before we head off?
Must be popular. And he hands over the same like bright green liquid.
That's the stuff. And I hand him 5 credits.
You even know the price.
I drink it often. Drink it. And yeah, I'll take the drink.
Yeah, inside the small sort of private room, you do see that there is like a smaller bar area in here, but it's not currently manned, and there's no actual like alcohol in it at the moment. But there are 2 tables in here, and what appears to be like, you can imagine, like a small jukebox. But other than that, it seems just quiet and private.
I guess they're all. It's just us lot now in here.
It's just you 5.
Cool. We say hello and I sit down. I guess we all sit down. Okay. Yeah. Can he fit?
The chairs are for all races, so yes.
Yeah, you'll fit.
Nice.
You'll fit fine. You can sit down for once.
It does creak a bit under the pressure.
Maybe not so hard. Okay. I'll sit down with a drink and go, right. Now we wait, I guess.
And wait you do. It takes like another 45 minutes. But you hear a knock at the door.
V, go on. You answer it.
Sure. And Ivy's gonna go to. I'm sure they don't have any kind of like way to like look outside the door, so he's just gonna.
There's no peephole, no.
It's not like a sliding.
No. You're already inside the establishment, so it's a little bit.
Security's a little bit more lax. That's
Yeah.
understandable.
Yeah.
So you open the door?
Yep.
Yeah, standing outside the door is Horo.
Oh. Hello.
I told you I'd
Out of
find
character.
you.
This is our rebel guy, right?
This is your rebel guy, yes.
Oh, thank goodness. All right.
I believe his name is Horo Barav.
Yeah, horror paragraph, yeah.
Yeah.
Horror
I can't remember what race I made him. I think I just made him human, didn't I?
I think he's just human.
He's sort of like maybe 5'9", 5'10". Sort of medium build, tanned olive skins, that sort of like look to him. And yeah, he's just standing there looking at you expectantly.
Hello. Come on in then.
He
Things to discuss.
walks inside. He doesn't have a drink. And sits down at the table. So, how's it going? How are we getting along with what we've asked?
Wow. Let's just say eventually it worked out.
We've had no word from the governor himself saying anything, so I came here to, and you do say, he did say, almost say we,
Okay.
but switched it to I came here
Mm.
to find out how progress is coming along.
He's supposed to be meeting us here soon.
How soon?
How long have we been?
You've
in total
been,
time?
so in time, considering you knew he got off of work at sunset,
Mm-hmm.
it's been about 15-20 minutes since sunset.
Okay, well, I tell him he got off work about 20 minutes ago, so he should be here soon enough. If he's not, then we've got a different situation.
And why is he meeting you here?
Well,
He's looking for protection.
yes, he's looking for protection.
From the Empire, I
well-
take it.
Mm-hmm.
Correct.
He doesn't want to just cut them off, cut it off entirely because he's worried that they're going to start detecting that he's
They're gonna start cutting him.
cutting him off their limbs and all.
This can be arranged, I think. I'll let you do the talking on it. You're earning your paycheck. But I'll be here to as
Oh no.
as the backer.
Excellent. That's all we need. So
Um,
I guess. Yeah.
You wait sort of like another 10, 15 minutes,
Mm-hmm.
and there's a further knocking on the door.
Right.
Be right back.
Or
Alright,
just
okay,
awkwardly
good.
shuffling on the chairs. Why did you have to sit in the middle?
Arvi is gonna go to open the door.
Yeah, standing in front of the door is someone you don't recognize.
Oh.
This is Rodian, dressed in simple clothing, sort of average build, but he stands to the side and pushes in the governor.
Oh.
And then you see Horo nod to the Rodian before he walks away.
This guy's with us.
With me.
Alright. Yeah, you can come in.
But so basically what happened was the Rodian went up to the door, pushed the governor in, and then left.
Okay.
So
Was
interesting.
what's up with that?
Mm.
Why is he being all pushy?
And then obviously Horo gestures for the governor to have a seat and leans back.
Okay. Can we do some insight?
Yeah, go ahead.
Yes, please. Yeah, I'd love to do some insight too.
What are you looking for?
I want to know why, like, I can't do the other guy because he probably left. But like, what his behavior currently? What's the governor's behavior currently? Like, is he like
Yeah, go
being
ahead.
like shifty, or is he like being scared, or like, what's going on with him?
Why don't you go for the governor? Make sure he's not being coerced or anything.
Yeah.
I like to make sure we're not being like set up or anything here. Like something. I mean, it seems like it's fine, but I just want to
So
make sure.
you want to insight on Horo to see what he's thinking.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Okay.
So we're doing cross-examination, basically.
Yeah.
Okay, and that is for insight
13 out of me.
+2. That is a 13 out of me.
13 all around. Let me roll their persuasions or deceptions. Horo is not an easy person to read. He's not an easy man to read. He's been lying a long time and he's gotten very good at it. But yeah, you can't tell one way or the other. He just seems to be observing at the moment. The governor is a politician. You couldn't tell whether he was lying if he was telling you the sky was Mountain Dew green.
Damn politician.
I mean, if he was being coerced, he'd. He
He does look a little bit wide-eyed. Not expecting to actually have this bargain maybe go through. But that's about as much as you can tell.
He's probably expecting us to try and pull quick one under him. Or something.
Yeah. So.
Oh no, my thing is out of charge.
Oh no, our table. It's broken.
My tablet is almost out of charge. Sorry, I
Alright.
got distracted by a notification.
The governor starts off the conversation by, first of all, just looking around at each of you, remembering what you did. And then to Horo asking, what assurances can you make that me, and by extension my family, are going to be safe? Right, and Horo replies, well, as I'm sure you're aware, there was a recent robbery of a large garrison pay chest. We have, I'd say, the resources to keep you safe. Guards watching over you and your family, and surveillance as well. As well as maybe on retainer, these 5 people would dissuade anyone from messing with you if you hold to the terms of our bargain. Right, you can
Time
see
for
that
to jump in.
it's
Sorry, go ahead.
not the, you see the governor thinking this over for a moment, obviously weighing up pros and cons of safety of his family against the rebels versus safety of his family against the Empire.
And these batch of ragamuffins that have come in all shot blasting.
Yeah, these murder hobos who can't do negotiations.
That's us. But hey, he knows we're effective at combat.
We've shown efficiency.
But not all much initiative. But yeah, after a moment, he says, I think this is agreeable. On the terms that I don't see these 5 ever again.
You know what? Perfectly understandable.
That could be right.
Leave man alone. Hard one.
It's at this point the Horo hands over a small hollow disc. Keep that on you, and we'll know if you need help. And Horo gets up and leaves.
Hoping the help isn't just us again.
Right.
You can only hope.
We'll know if he breaks his deal. Then he will be. We'll be breaking our deal. We'll be seeing him very shortly.
Yeah. If he breaks his deal, we'll be like, well, oops-a-daisy. Here are several bombs.
But yeah, Horo leaves the room, and you can tell that the governor breathes a sigh of relief. He sort of like went from being very, very tense to being a little bit more relaxed, but still on guard in case you guys try anything.
Right.
Not seeing us again.
Well, bye.
Do you get up and leave?
Oh, well, we still have like an hour left, so like we were planning on staying here.
I'm gonna get another drink.
Right. He sort of looks at the 5 of you, gets up and leaves very awkwardly.
He makes an accurate assessment and goes, I'll leave him.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what? It's probably best I don't stick around.
That's true.
You do catch a glimpse outside the door as the governor leaves, and you realise about half of the bar's patrons are just not there anymore. They've left.
Yeah, I can imagine it's quite intimidating if a governor just turns up.
That's hopefully what happens.
That's what I'm hoping happened. Yeah.
You said half of the.
About half.
Half-
There were maybe like
half.
20 people in there, and now there's only about 10.
So
Could
about
we
10
incite
of
the other half? Did it look like? I mean, we probably would have heard if like a fight happened or anything.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you didn't hear any fights.
them. I mean, yeah, it was two people talking. We would have heard something.
We should make sure they're not trying to be too nonchalant. Like a lot of times at work, when like a security thing's about to happen, we're like, "Oop, yep, act natural. This is gonna get good."
But best you can tell, those people were either employed by the governor or by or by Horo.
Nice.
Security security just in the vicinity in case shit hits the fan.
Yeah.
Cool. So it's probably gone to the normal patrons.
You can probably fair guess.
Mm.
And then if you make a quick perception check, who's got like proficiency in perception, by the way?
That would be me.
Not me.
Then
yeah, I was going to say not me either.
RV, can I have a perception check off of you?
You got it. Or do I remember what my bonus is? Oh yeah. That's an 11.
11. I'll open it up to everyone else then.
I'll have another round, sure. What do you think? 14.
14. Nomi? How much?
The voice went 16.
16. That is enough. Una, you notice in the spot where Horo was sat is a small briefcase.
Really glad we didn't leave.
I'll open. Put it on the table.
Yeah. It's maybe about sort of that sized.
Sound like a little thing.
Yeah.
Okay. Do we cautiously open it? Cool.
Take it over. I mean,
It could
I
be.
open it.
Hopefully, it's
You open it.
probably
I
going to
open
be
it.
the money. We hope.
Inside is the glittering shimmer of metal from credits.
yeah.
Oh, thank God he paid us. Oh, my God. I was worried there for a moment. We did.
He just left you a
Semi.
briefcase bomb.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50-50 odds. It was like,
You know what? We have.
No, as soon as you said like, oh, I thought, oh yeah, it could be a bomb. Why didn't I use that?
Kill these
There's
idiots.
always next time. The brief.
There is always next time.
These idiots are unreliable. Bang.
Yeah. Yeah. After a couple of minutes of counting, there's 1,800 credits in there.
Nice.
Nice. So
It's like we're getting ourselves a ship.
we need to collect all our what we have, including this, and so we have our lovely 10,000 credits for our ship.
Yeah. So I believe if I do quickly a 1,800 divided by 5, sorry.
Mm-hmm.
That is 360 each.
360. Nice.
Very nice.
I don't know if previously, RV, you would have gotten the previous set of credits, because you would have.
You would have, yeah.
If credits have, oh, that's right, yeah,
Because you obviously got half before, half after. So you would get 720 instead of 360, just so you got both bits of payment.
Excellent, thank you.
Right, let's start collecting what we have and let's see if we
Yeah,
can make
I
this-
want to. What's the credit total between people?
I don't know how much Bashi has.
Bashi, I believe, has a. I don't know actually. So we'll work without his for the moment, but assume he has similar to what you guys have.
Okay, I have 1,600.
About 2,600 here, if I'm hopefully did my math right. Accounting from previous stuff.
OV.
Super.
Yes.
What's your credit total with the added 360 from you've just been paid?
How much do you have in total?
Okay, so now I add 360.
Yeah.
It should make it at 11,360 now.
I'm pretty sure you don't have 11,000.
You don't?
No, you don't. It would be.
I think you missed a decimal there.
I think you've added a number and you missed a decimal.
So
Should we shift that back up?
yeah, tell me how much it is now. I'll remove.
So
No, I'll set it. I'll set it.
set it. I will say set it to. I'll say 1,850 just to be
Yeah.
in between the two sets so far.
1850.
Yeah.
How much does Una have?
Una, how's your credit total?
4155.
4,155.
I think Una might be heavily.
And I'll say Bashi probably has around about 2.5k as well.
Okay, cool. So let's tally that up. The invention of smartphones, aren't we?
Mm-hmm.
Remember when our math teachers were telling us that?
Oh, you're not
we
going to
gotta
have a
learn our math?
calculator in your pocket all the time.
Liars.
Bitch, you thought.
And 2,600 at 1,850 at 4,155 at that total is 12,700.
So you do have enough.
We do. So we are going to be very poor.
Yeah, you're going to be down to around about 2,000 credits total after this.
Yeah.
Right, we got plenty of places we can go check out for jobs now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
We're gonna have to.
It's gonna become space truckers.
Space mercenary chuckers.
Oh my god, delivery service.
Oh, is this going to be the totally reliable delivery service?
Yes, totally reliable.
I'm happy for this to go this way. By the way, like absolutely.
Oh,
I don't
You
know
guys can
anything
be-
about this game, but
You could be smugglers. You could do this legit. It's up to you.
I mean, we do have a freight.
You do have a cargo hold, yeah, with the ship you're planning to buy.
Look at our charisma stats. Just as a reminder.
I mean, one person has very good charisma, being Bashi.
Right.
Super's charisma is okay. It's sort of like a 16-ish.
That's true. It is pretty good.
I'm pretty dexterous, so I can help. You know.
yeah. 17. Also, I'm
17.
a gambling type, so it makes sense I'm a smuggler.
So yeah,
And I guess I am good at lifting.
I'm gonna
And I'm the
quickly.
pilot.
Lifting and breaking arms.
If you guys want to be smugglers, I will rework this campaign
Yeah, I
into a
didn't mean for
smuggling
you.
campaign.
I hope you didn't
Yes.
chuck in your water there.
Yeah.
Smugglers.
Okay, that's the way we're going.
long as I-
Awesome.
Sounds good.
All right, there will be possible ship combat, maybe boarding actions.
Yeah.
I'm excited now. I've got a direction from you guys. This is cool. Right.
Heck yeah.
In the meantime, where do you guys want to go? You've gotten your money.
We need to go buy our ship.
Yeah. You remember? I can't remember the name I gave this dealership, but it's like the most middle-run dealership you've ever been to, where they're just selling Chevys. Nothing but Chevys. And it's like the
Sleazy
grease.
Jacks.
That was it, because I named it Sleazy Jacks because it's like the sleazy car salesman with like the slicked hair, like
It's
the
Danny
suit.
DeVito.
Yeah, it's Danny DeVito. Danny DeVito, car salesman.
I've done the
I'm a
map.
salesman.
I've done the map anyway for later, but
Yeah.
what comes that?
And yeah, after a little while you get there, and he's happy to see you. It's been only like a couple of days. And he did say he'd hold it for a week. I was like, my friends, how are you doing?
Hello.
Have you come to get the rest of this?
Negotiations.
Sorry.
Have you come to pay the rest of Rest of your balance.
Yes, we have indeed.
Perfect. Right, come on in. I'll tell you what, guys, you're making an absolute steal off of this. I can't recommend it any further. We'll get the last bit of the paperwork sold. We'll get the last of the money changed hands, and I'll give you the keys. And he ushers you into sort of the office area, and finishes amending the contract with obviously you having now paying the full amount.
Yes.
And that's done after a couple of minutes. Okay, here we go. One of you needs to sign that. Have we got like a? Are we paying cash? Are we doing transfers?
I give him. I've let's say I've already divvied up, and I've put the 10k in the little case that we had.
Yeah, it's the 10k will not fit in that case.
No. Should we give him? Should we just give him? Drop it in cash, or
I will say, with the time that you had on your hands, you could have got out and gotten a bigger briefcase.
Okay.
I'll say that's 20 credits.
Cool. That's fine. I'll take it off my total. You can go from there. Let's say I bought it. Cool. Right. Yeah. So I give him a case of the 10k.
He puts that underneath the desk for the moment. I'll count that in a minute, but I trust you guys. All right. And then who's signing today?
I'll sign.
He hands you a little stylus to sign your name on the data pad.
Hang on, let me just spell my name from memory.
Yeah.
Just give me 5 minutes.
And it's in the most it looks like a 5-year-old scribbled it.
One of the B's is backwards.
So you're regular writing then?
Wow.
Hey, I'm taking notes for you, all right?
Not for him now.
Not for him.
Should have thought of that.
I lied to him, but
yeah, exactly. But yeah, and then he shows you out to the ship itself. It's the YV. You guys thought of a name yet? You got a name for the ship, or you just got a later thing? I'd like to know.
I think. What do you think, Una? I'll get to Una and Bashi if Reese is still around for a name.
Nomi.
Oh.
My audio has just decided to fuck
no.
up. So I'm trying to.
Unless you wanna come back to this.
We don't. You don't have to name it now. You can go away over the next couple of weeks and think about, just post name ideas in the chat in the Discord chat or something.
Yeah.
I'm
sure that's stupid.
You'll get back to me. Just let me know what you pick. I like to know what people name their ships. Good fun. But yeah, enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
And he hands you over a small code cylinder with the required codes to activate the ship.
Lovely. And then I get in and start looking at the controls and start getting behind the wheel, I guess.
Yeah. You have been in a lot of Corellian ships before, stripping them up for parts. Very, very recognizable, very easy to use controls. They're sort of basically almost universal at this point. Even smaller engineering corporations and things like that have started. They've tried licensing out that control system to put in their own ships, basically.
Nice.
So it's very, very universal. And yeah, so get in there, put the code cylinder in, and it starts coming to life.
Hey.
And now I'll need your first piloting check.
Oh no.
It's only for the first bit because obviously you're new at commanding this ship.
+2, we all good. Fine. Hey, 20, not natural.
Hell yeah. You've been inside these ships before, right? Specifically the YV series. And you know how to start one of these up. Right. And after a few buttons pushed and switches flipped and levers sort of adjusted to the right levels, you hear the familiar whir of engines powering up as they start to deliver thrust.
Oh, I've not missed this. Hell yeah! Right, and I go to our next adventure then, gang. Wherever that may be.
Wherever that may be.
Let's just go.
Right. You push forward on the throttle. The whir becomes higher pitched and louder as you start to see dust kicked up around the edges of the window that sits in front of the console. And you feel the slight lift as you become airborne. Sort of feeling around for the yoke and the controls. A little bit of play, but that's not unusual in a ship of this age.
Yeah.
And pulling back on it, you start to sort of pivot backwards, and then pushing forwards, pivot forwards. So here is the next question.
Yes.
Do you slowly pull out and then smoothly go up, or do you gun it?
Do I keep them on edge? Got it.
Do you gun it?
And I don't tell them I got it. I give them the full sense of security and got it.
Little bit of a smile comes across your lips as you push the throttle as far forward as it will go. And there's sort of like that little rumble now as the engines are coming up to like full power. And the acceleration it's not Starfighter. This isn't one of those. This isn't one of those. But it's enough to sort of almost pin you back into your seat as you just get jolted forwards and start lifting up into the atmosphere.
We're blasting off again.
No, wrong franchise.
We're going on a trip in a very rocket ship.
You're referencing a franchise that came out 2 decades after this one.
And then on your right-hand side, there's another lever for the landing gear that you flip, and that comes up as you make your way up into the outer atmosphere. And yeah, you're home, Scott. You're home for the next however long you decide it to be.
However long? Well, until we get
until you get blown up because you run your mouth like an Imperial blockade or some shit.
Yeah, until I do something stupid, yeah.
And I think that's where we're going to end tonight.
Yeah.
Smugglers.
Hell yeah.
We're going to be smugglers. Hell yeah. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Every day is a perfect.
We're going on a trip in our favorite ship.
Your very own ship. And I'm excited to see what you guys are going to do in terms of making the ship your own.
Yes.
Because obviously it's not just hauling cargo you guys are going to be doing, I assume.
It's home. Yeah.
It's going to be home. It's going to be where you spend your time. And hopefully you're going to spend some time improving the ship as well, because there are ways to do that.
Yeah.
And we can talk about that before next episode, basically in the pre-stream stuff.
But
yeah. Awesome. Yeah, you got to name the ship. You go. Ships have to go. Like ships have to have a name.
Absolutely. And I think that's decision.
Yeah, group decision.
Absolutely, especially when Reese isn't making a shelf.
Yeah.
He was here
okay.
shelf.
Yeah. Who do we want to raid? Is the question. Has anyone got anyone they'd like to raid? Put forward for a raiding.
Just gonna look on my side.
I'll look as well.
Anyone that's got sort of similar?
Doesn't necessarily have to be too similar. Just someone fun that's got some good energy.
I can't see anyone of interest.
I've got maybe a couple, but I just want to see if anyone else is on.
Yeah.
just because I also want to check if they've just gone live or
If they're, yeah.
or if they're ending. Start watching. Okay, they've just started. I will put their name
Yeah, put their name in chat and I'll just copy it.
in your chat. Give me 2 seconds. I'm gonna write it down because I'm on my iPad. Oh,
But yeah, in the meantime, Nomi and I will be back on Wednesday for some Valheim content with Alex.
Yes,
Making our
okay.
way into the Black Forest proper and trying to get all our work done there.
and if you think that we're a disaster here,
Oh god.
oh boy.
Mm.
We're
Yeah,
all
just
disasters
you
everywhere.
wait until you see Alex play Valheim. Holy.
So, usual gaming with Alex then?
Yeah, but it's a survival game, so he tries to survive.
I'm not very good.
Oh,
He so far hasn't survived that long.
that's understandable.
Hmm.
Hey.
22 years. 22 years.
However, before
Right, have you got me a name to raid?
I did. I put it in a chat.
I cannot see it.
Oh, okay. Then
Did you hit send?
Yeah, it's an iPad problem. What happens if you type in chat? It doesn't always appear
Oh, nice.
correctly. I will quickly. I've got you saved here. Of course, I have. I always have hotkeys. Let's go. Put it in this chat here. I'm just gonna double check the spelling right. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's a capital B. Okay,
Raid case sensitive isn't needed for raids.
but that's fine.
Boogaster, okay.
They are playing The Evil Within.
Hell yeah. Right. That one. There we go. So the raid is set up. What are they playing? They're playing Evil Within.
Evil Within.
Can't say I've heard of it all that much.
It's a horror game. It's
Oh,
very,
hell yeah.
very fun.
Right, so enjoy the spooky horrorness.
I think I've had that, but never played it.
Oh, nice.
I played a little
Right.
bit.
And we will be back on Wednesday for some Valheim surviving. See you later.
Bruh.
Bye.
Hey.